they're going to make a trade or release a ball player at the quarterback position by the time the NFL draft rolls around. Conventional wisdom, you would think it's going to be Michael Vick. Conventional wisdom, better chance to win a Super Bowl with Donovan McNabb than Kevin Kolb or anybody else on the roster. I firmly believe that Donovan McNabb has a more realistic chance of being an ex-Philadelphia Eagle than Kevin Kolb. Kevin Kolb is a young stud quarterback. Talked to wide receiver Jason Avant. He believes he could be a big-time player. Talked to former Eagles linebacker Will Witherspoon. He said Kevin Kolb was a natural leader, dominated in practice. McNabb's entering the final year of his deal, and I think the fact that he lives in Arizona in the offseason, his attitude, he's become a little bit too much of a headache. Now, I love McNabb. I think he's a top 10 quarterback in the NFL, but Philadelphia hasn't won a Super Bowl with him. They've invested a second-round draft pick in Kevin Kolb. I think that McNabb can be had for the right price, whether it's a low first-round pick or maybe a high second with the number 1 overall pick. Maybe there's a deal, pick 33, start around 2, and O.J. Atagwe, the safety, headed to Philadelphia. Kevin Kolb, I believe, has a realistic chance to be Philly's quarterback this year, and without question, any way this goes, Kevin Kolb's going to be the opening day quarterback for Philadelphia in 2011.
Okay, so what you just watched there was a snippet of Fox Sports of what they think about Donovan McNabb. Now, as you know, I'm a big Philadelphia fan, big Eagles fan. So, you know, I have my first video is about McNabb leaving the Eagles after their loss against the Cowboys in the playoffs. You know, I love McNabb. I'm a big supporter of McNabb, and you know, through the thick and thin, he is an amazing, resilient quarterback. And I've always thought Andy Reid was the problem, not McNabb. But, you know, McNabb is 32, 33. He is going into the final stages of his career. Maybe not in the final stages, but heading into that final stage. And, you know, 6-time Pro Bowler. He's got us to Super Bowl 39. We unfortunately lost to the Patriots. Got us to 5 NFC championships, won us one of them against the Falcons, and you know, he's done a lot, and you know, he's created some great memories for Philadelphia, great matches, you know, legendary, you know, plays. You know, he's been great. He's been a highlight reel to watch, whether he's running or throwing the deep ball. But you know, he's been with us for a decade, and since I'm such a huge McNabb fan, if he needs to leave Philadelphia, so be it. And if he's gonna go to the Raiders or Rams, who supposedly they're having trade talks, but the Rams are denying it. But I'm sure they want McNabb because they need someone, you know, on offense someone to command the offense, and McNabb is better than anyone else that they have on the Rams. And yeah, so I think McNabb possibly could be done in Philly, and that it really sucks because I really loved what McNabb did for Philadelphia for 10, 11 years, and but if he has to go, he has to go, and I'll support him even if he's not a part of our team. And Kevin Kolb, I mean, this guy's 25 years old. I don't know if you're able to see that, but 25 years old. Let's see, it's kind of blurry, but 25 years old. 6'3", 218, and let's see, he has 2009 season, 4 TDs, 3 interceptions. You know, could have been better, but you see what he was able to do. 62 completions and 96 attempts, 4 touchdowns and 3 interceptions, which is pretty good. Let me focus in on that. Wow, this really sucks. Quality's pretty bad, but I think you're just able to make it out. 4 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. And if you're able to see him in the beginning of the 2009 season when McNabb was hurt, he played great. He really did. Even though we lost against the Saints, he played great. I think that Kevin Kolb could possibly be the future for Philadelphia. Hopefully we'll have a new head coach by then, but I think Kolb can be the real deal. I think we got him in like the 2007 draft. And if we do get rid of McNabb and trade him, we should absolutely get a guy in return and a first or second round draft pick. I don't care who, but if we do get first or second round draft pick, I would recommend that we would get a linebacker or a defensive tackle, just for the fact that we are a very small team. I mean, you look at some of our guys. Bondrick Bunkley's 306 pounds. He's a huge guy, but he's probably pretty much our biggest guy on defense. Trent Cole's 270. You look at some of the guys here, and like this guy, Moise Foku. Now, I'm not judging him by any way, shape, or form, but I mean, you look at this guy and you see, I don't know if you're able to make that out, but he is 6'1", 228. That is very small for a linebacker. Like, Terrell Owens is bigger than him. And, I think we do need a solid linebacker and a solid defensive tackle if we need any chance of rebuilding our defense and, making it a little bit more powerful and a little bit less speedy. Because we already have enough speed as we, already with, Jaquay Parker and Trent Cole and, Quentin Michael. So, yeah. So that's pretty much all I have to say. It really does suck that I think McNabb will not end his career in Philly. He will have to go, but I think it's the right choice because I think McNabb needs to leave Philadelphia. Just get away from Andy Reid, get away from Philadelphia. And I'll miss McNabb, but I really do think that possibly Kevin Kolb could be the future of this franchise. Hopefully we have Kevin Kolb for maybe 5 years, maybe less. We don't know. Nothing's set in stone. So, yeah, hopefully after McNabb has his final 2, maybe 1 year from Philly, hopefully this guy Kevin Kolb can lead us. And this is pretty much all I have to say. And tell me what you think. If you think McNabb should stay, or if you think we should trade McNabb, and who should we get in return? Should we get a first-round draft pick, or should we get a player in return and a high second-round draft pick? Yeah, I guess that's it. See you later.